Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I ended up on YouTube. How the fuck could that happen? I'm usually more than the LinkedIn guy, but as LinkedIn is now spammed with all this AI shit, and you want to see some real faces and proof that the content is made by a real human, I decided to move from LinkedIn, or mainly move from LinkedIn to YouTube, to present all my ideas. Today we are diving into Xcode coding with Xcode 26.3. I started yesterday with a release candidate, and I will walk you through coding with Xcode. So, as I told you, get used to this pretty face. You will see me now more often on YouTube. So, as I told you, I started Agentic coding with Xcode yesterday. So, as you hear, I'm from German, so sorry about my English. From Germany, yeah, fuck. So I started with Agentic coding yesterday evening at 9. If you also like to start with Xcode Agentic coding, you have to go to the developer page. You need a developer account. And then there you will find everything about the new Xcode version. There's also a short video that will explain how Agentic coding in general should work and what models you can use and how it works with a preview and so on, and how you can officially do the prototyping and so on. And on there you will find resources, and here you can find Xcode, and then you can see the latest beta test. Probably today it's already, if I see correct, today it's already available on the App Store, so much easier. When I started yesterday, it was still a release candidate and not publicly available, so you don't need to go to your developer account. You directly can start over the App Store. So, but let's go back to Agentic coding. So, what I did yesterday, then I provided the agents MD. This is not the first draft of the agents MD I provided. The first one was a little bit shorter, not so much detailed about the different technologies the agent has to use. So I let it start yesterday, and it starts thinking so far so good, and directly starts with the Agentic file and reads it out. So that was everything fine so far, and it runs for hours. But then in the morning I discovered that the agent wasn't using Swift UI. It used the older technique, the UI kit. So I changed that in the agent MD and asked the agent to update the information and start again. Then I saw that it was also using the old Swift core data and not the new Swift data. So I did the same again and changed again and let it run again. And it took for hours and hours and hours. And as you can see, it is still running, and it's generating a lot of code. We already have here a dozen of classes. What I had to ask him in between is to structure it, because he just put all the classes in the projects. Some here under paperless IQ, and some classes were under products. So we are in different places, and now all are here. But I think it needs still to do some changes there. It's not correct so far, but it's still running and running. And then in between, it was, I think, this morning around 10 o'clock, it stopped, and it couldn't build the application, I couldn't run it. So I asked him to please solve the bugs, and then it took another 2 to 2.5 hours to solve the first bugs. Are we already at that point? No, we are still. Everything he was doing during the night. So, as you see, he's coding for hours and hours and hours. Is also doing changes again, rolling things back, then starting again. So then I wanted to have the new liquid glass design. So what I did, I already coded the application myself. It's obviously not done completely, but I'd already coded the main page. I provided the main page, let it look like this one. Okay, then it started coding again and again and again. And let's see, as you see, it's doing a lot of shit. I don't want to see my OpenAI build because I'm using here, you probably have to know. So the AI model here is not included. So you have to use your own account. So that's my Apple account, that's not the right one. So you can use OpenAI or also for big, so the Claude agent. So what I do, I use OpenAI. I provided here my connection to the ChatGPT account and to the Codex account, so that he can do agentic coding. And I also allow him to have access to all the other tools and to use commands without asking me. But if this is not enabled, the agent is asking you every 20 seconds, so that's not really agentic coding. That's for me just like coding it myself, and I have to answer all the time. So, but you see, then it's running and running again when this is configured. So he had to answer, but of course, I'm requested that he is also pushing and to the Git repository at different milestones. So, and so on. Let's keep scrolling. As you see, it's really running for hours, and running. Here it started to do the requested multiple English support. So the application, I want that it supported German and English. He does that. That's already, as you see, took a really long time for a really simple task, because this is more like search and replace, I have to say. So create a key value map, use the L10N package, and then just add the keys and have the values here and do the completion. I developed a small tool myself for Flutter applications, and I added it to my GitHub Actions pipeline to automatically create or translate an application. And this takes only around 5 minutes for the whole application, and this took more than an hour. So it took really long to do a simple to add a simple multi-language support to this application. So let's see, still going on with L10N. And still is going on. Okay, how long does it take? And then it asks for the next commit. So yeah, and here's where the troubleshooting starts with the build errors. Because I don't know why, but it's duplicated the info property list. So we had 2 in the project, and that for sure was a problem for Xcode. So you can complete the build. Then the agent did a lot of things on the command line to combine this both and change the project folders and doing a lot of things. And let's see, and then we come to the it still fails. So here already I need assistance, so I had to add the errors because it wasn't able to read the errors by themselves at that state. So I had to copy them in, and then it goes further, and you see then it starts to read the agent markdown file again to check for further errors. Sorry. So, and it's still was going on and going on. You see, so it's a little bit boring just to follow the journal, but it's the only thing we can do because the code is more or less a black box. Of course, I can program, so I could read it, but here I want to try the agentic coding and not to do it myself the old-fashioned way. So, but the application now spent, we have the day after 4 o'clock in the afternoon, when we started yesterday at 9, so that's 12, 18, 19 hours. So 19 hours of building an application. When you see a real developer is working 19 hours straight on an application, that would be something that runs. So, and let's see. Now we are here, and he had committed something and stopped again. Okay, the storage part. And asked now if he should start with the further steps. Now, in between, there was a point after we fixed all those bugs together when I could start the application in the simulator. So, and I made a screenshot for you. Ta-da! There it is. That was Agentic AI coded and needed 16 hours for. That wasn't working at all. Okay, I could switch between the different pages here, but that was all. The rest wasn't working at all. So not even a real MVP after 16 hours. So let's say you can go further, but I don't know. Probably I still am a little bit old school. I use AI for coding now nearly every day, and I say it helps. It helps me a lot. But all these agentic coding, as it's included in GitHub since a few months, or also in IntelliJ, the JetBrains IDE, and now in Xcode as well, it feels too buggy and too frustrating for me. So I even don't like vibe coding at all, I have to say, to be fair. I really love to code things myself, and I like that AI helps sometimes when coding gets a little bit frustrated, or when you don't like to type all the boilerplate code. But I have to say, that's my personal opinion, for good structured code at this time, we still need good developers, especially architects. Of course, the AI can type. As you can see, it can fucking type a lot. So what it creates was a liquid glass background. Okay, that was a good try. The colors, what it creates was different models we need for this application. And yeah, this is all simple typing. There's nothing special. So regular, this is more, you don't really read a developer skill to do that. It's more like the regular work, you have to do it. And yeah, of course, it's good when, as you see here, this whole compiling error, it's not working at the moment. And what you also see is he puts everything in one class. This is the app context. This one observable object. This has already 1,369 lines of code with multiple function models, everything in the same class. For me, this is not good coding style. You can do it like that, but I would separate it personally to make it more maintainable. So let's have a look at the services. Okay. Let's look pretty decent and easy to me. So this is for an asynchronous service to upload the documents to the cloud, I would say. Yeah, this is creating the schema for the iCloud model. So basically what it does here is, or try to do, I didn't test it, I just see the code like you the first time, is to store the documents or files, PDF files you add to the application in the iCloud. and make sure that there is no duplicated file, and make sure that there is also a preview, it looks like. Yeah, and that the document is identifiable by a hash. Okay, got it. Let's see what's here. Here we have the app config. Yeah, why not? The app configuration, okay, version 26, that's great so far. Because I think iOS 18 is deprecated, or yeah, it's deprecated for releases in 2 months, I think in April. So from then on, we have to release all the new applications from basically the minimum version iOS 26. So, this is the iCloud root folder name. Okay, that makes sense. No iCloud container identifier. Yes, okay, because it's generated when you first connect to the iCloud. That makes sense. So that need to be stored somewhere. And okay, the inbox for adding new files to the app by drag and drops to the iCloud folder. Title, the folder, what else we have, a date format, okay, and that's the AI proxy. Okay, good, that makes sense for me, probably not for you, but I will tell you everything about this application at the moment, because later I will release my personal build version to the App Store when it's completed. This was just a try for me to see how Xcode's agentic coding would solve the same task I give myself to building this app. Okay, yeah, okay, I got it. This is just a document view. Oh, let's see. Probably cannot render it at all, because let's see if it works. If you get a preview, this will probably take some time. So, it's using UIKit and Swift UI at the same time. What belongs here to the UIKit so far? Probably the document filter. Which part? Still part of the UIKit. So, is it opening something? Show camera? Did I miss to click? I'm sorry. Sorry, I'm a little bit sick. So let's see. Does it start? Wow, this already looks much better than the other one, the agent built hours ago. So much better. We're getting there. So have a look to the other ones. We're at the main view. So, and surprise! Wow! This now looks like my draft. That's amazing. What else? The search view. Okay, pretty good so far. Full view. Also pretty good. So let's see. Let's start in Simulator. I want to try it out. For the record, I never script my videos. So I just start talking, I just start to dive into different topics and discover with you or discuss with you what I see. So it can be sometimes a little bit boring, but for sure you will learn something. So let's start. Building in progress. choose the wrong one. Where is my fucking simulator? iPhone 17 Pro. There it is. Build success. 2 simulators. Good so far. And let's see what we got. So what he's asking for: do you want to allow codecs to search resources? Yes, why not? But let's wait until the build is completed and the application is deployed. Installing 217 Pro. Where it is? My gosh. There it is. And wow, that looks amazing. So we have the folders, we have the documents, we have the search, we have the settings. Really good so far, surprisingly good. Not what I accepted after what I saw hours ago. Yeah. Don't forget, that is not a long time ago. It was looking like that. So I'm really surprised now. It's now looking like that what I built personally after. Okay, I provided a new agent markdown file, which was a little bit more specific. But I then don't provide the screenshot again. But I provided before. So of course, what's app pending? AI pending. That's really good. Inbox, not clickable. Okay, this is just. Let's see. Okay. Can I type? So. Okay, yeah, no dummies. So surprisingly, that's not working. No. Staying active. So this is just that everything. Well, what is that? Enable AI. Enable AI. AI is still off. Oh, funny. Paperless IQ AI. Okay. Your own key. Okay, interesting. The idea is not bad. So this is really something I added to the Agent AD, is something I will provide later, that you can purchase the app with a lifetime purge and add your own AI key. And especially for Europe, I will provide the paperless IQ. So this is according to the data protection law, the European data protection law, so that you can use our AI for your documents and don't have to use the documents, don't have to use the public AI. So, but not bad, not bad. What do you think? Write it down below in the comments. I'm really interested. App lock. Yeah, that's what I added. It's interesting how this works. So I want an app lock. So if you wait a little bit, then the app locks and you need your Face ID or your Touch ID to open it again separately. And now a similar function is already included in iOS, but I think it's nice to have in the app itself as well. So, and folders, inbox. Okay, I can create new. Does that work? Wow, not bad. Documents. Okay, Sharing isn't caring here. Sharing is not allowed. So document details. Okay, yeah. I think now I start to see you and need to get my own hands dirty. But I don't know what you think. This is pretty amazing. This is not perfect. But I have to say, I need to have my wife. Yeah, my wife in South Africa. I would say, I think I need to have a look deeper into the code and probably need to rewrite a few things, but it's not so bad so far. So, thank you for watching. If you are interested in more content, real content about coding, AI coding, managing your own infrastructure, Kubernetes infrastructure, your own build infrastructure with GitHub or with Xcode Cloud, and so on, just follow the channel. There will be always a new video. I wouldn't promise you that's weekly, daily, or somehow it is when I find time to provide new videos. So just follow the channel and you will see new ones. So have a great day. See you soon. Bye.